Good evening, everyone. It's Minister Jin Jin. I had to do a pickup at the time that I usually do my podcast. So, um, this is being pre-record. This is being recorded, and um, so on tonight, this Minister Jin Jin, how you doing? So, this is the last Wednesday in May. Last Wednesday in May. And then, June is coming. Summertime is coming. We're happy about that. Woohoo. The end of the school year. A lot of summer vacation and camps and stuff like that and of that sort. And a lot of celebrations, 4th of July, everything. And just the kids enjoying their summer break. And so tonight I wanted to come forth to you on the last Wednesday of May to bring awareness to so of course it's May, I'm presenting May awareness, but I have so I'm presenting tonight. It is the Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and also we're celebrating the month of May is Jewish American Heritage Month and Haitian Heritage Month. Um, I researched a little bit about it because I couldn't get in depth with it, but the Library of Congress, National Archives and Records Administration, and National Endowment for Humanities, um, they have a little bit of stuff in there about the heritage of all these different nationalities and ethnic groups. Native Hawaiians and Pacific Islanders are together, and then they have an abbreviation, which is the AANHPIs. That's their abbreviation. That's a long abbreviation, right? Um, for awareness for the month of May. They have played in our shared history, in our culture, in this American culture, in this American history. We know that, right? Um, we explore because they said they were going to and I read somewhere this week also. They're going to be opening up the Smithsonian because I know they've been renovating it for a couple years now, but they're going to be opening up the Smithsonian so you can even visit there to find out facts and everything and learn about the heritage of these countries. Well, American, the American culture and the heritage, the Native Hawaiian heritage, because we know Hawaii is a part of America, right? And Pacific Islanders, the people that live here in America. So we're bringing awareness for them to them, what they do each month. And I remember years ago, I did go down to the mall because they usually have this big like festival, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty cool, and it show they have like the people like this dressed in their I'm gonna say costumes or what they will wear if we were to go to the actual place and the ancestors used to wear and stuff like that. And so it was pretty cool. Um, so it says to explore the Smithsonian events happening online or in person and find resources or even a podcast like mine. Um, because I know, again, like I said, they usually have a festival downtown by the Smithsonian, on the mall, and they have different people, groups, and everything, and people speaking, people performing, and playing music or drums, and it's so cool. I'm telling you, try it. You should try it one year. It's probably over. I want to say they just had it this past weekend, but I may be wrong, but I'll find out. So you'll have some info for next year. So you can visit and learn about the heritage of these countries, of these Native Hawaiians and Pacific Islanders and Asian Americans, excuse me. Um, of course, May was the designated month To celebrate this Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, which was stamped in 1992 here in America. Um, Asian Pacific American Heritage Month in 1992. To mark the arrival of the first known um, Japanese immigrant to the U.S. on May 7th, 1843. Wow, that's cool. So Pacific Islands, do that fall under like the Philippines? And it seems like the Japanese, because they're all islands. Because I know Japan is like an island, because I know they always getting hit like with tsunamis or whatnot, or earthquakes and stuff. But I do have a cousin that lives there. But I wonder, but I do definitely know that the Philippines falls under Pacific Islander. And so, um, Japanese immigrants to the U.S. in May 7th, 1843, and to honor completion of the Transcontinental Railroad built by as many as 20,000 Chinese workers on May 10th, 1869. I do remember my little bit of my history or my world history, or I want to say that was 8th grade, but that was years ago, you guys. But I remember about the Transcontinental Railroad, because in Maryland and PG County, you had to take a government test and stuff of that sort. Like they made sure that we had to learn all that stuff about our American history and the government and everything. And we had to pass a test before we graduated in 12th grade. But thank God I passed. I want to say I passed like in a 9th or 10th grade, because I didn't want to deal with that my senior year. Today, again, the abbreviations, the AAPIs, which is American Asian Pacific Islanders, are a diverse population of 23 million Americans, including roughly 50 ethnic groups with roots in more than 40 countries. And that's who lives here in America. That's a lot. That's cool, right? Because I know I went to school. I had all different nationalities at my school, at my high school, and I do know the biggest one was, besides us minorities, us African Americans and Latinos or Spanish people, students, we did have a lot of, like I said, I mentioned again, a lot of Filipino, excuse me, and that's considered Island Pacific. So we had a lot, and their population is pretty big in the PG County area, like preferably like the Oxon Hill area, or I forgot what else area, but it's a huge population of Pacific Islanders here in Maryland. Excuse me. In April 2006, former President George W. Bush proclaimed May as Jewish American Heritage Month. That's cool, because if you guys never seen, because I just have so much respect, and just growing up and learning their culture and still learning a little bit far as what Jewish people have gone through, like during the Holocaust and everything. It's not too, it's similar to what our African American people have went through. To me, that's my opinion. And if you have never seen the movie Schindler's List, because we had to watch it for English class in high school, and because we were it was discussing, we spent the semester on the Holocaust. That book with the Anne Frank, which was the survivor of one of the survivors. But if you haven't never seen the movie Schindler's List, even though it's black and white, because Minister Ginger like black and white movies, by the way. It's a black and white movie. And my teacher, Mr. Gleason, I remember Mr. Gleason. It's a lot of a lot of things that signify things that happened in that movie. Um, but if you have never seen that movie, you should watch it, and you will understand what Jewish went through when Germany, Hitler, which they were under the Hitler's orders at the time, went through. And I always say, and even my classmates even was interested, because young kids, they don't care about stuff like that. But Jewish Jewish people went through similar things that African Americans went through, and as far as during the slaves and what we had to go through, and what our ancestors had to go through with the fighting, with the even voting and all types of stuff. We couldn't go to certain places, couldn't sit in certain places. Jews were just like that, and the Germans just did not like the Jewish people. But and we stuck together and stayed in each other's homes and everything. So um I recommend for you guys to watch Schindler's List. And I might watch that tonight, because I think I've seen it. It was advertising that it's on Roku or something like that. But you should check it out. So in April 2006, former President George W. Bush proclaimed May as Jewish American Heritage Month. It's to recognizing the move, recognizing more than 350 years of history of Jewish contribute. Excuse me, I can't say the word contributors. Contributions, excuse me, Minister Ginger can talk. Contributions. I'll read my handwriting. It's recognizing more than 350-year history of Jewish contributions to American culture. I mean, they really have contributed like a lot to our American culture, to the United States. So I commend them as well, and us African Americans as well, with our ancestors and the Jewish ancestors. So I'm glad that the former president did stamp that April 2006, that um, we will recognize in May that it is also Jewish American Heritage Month as well. So we shared that with the Pacific Islanders and the Native American, American Hawaiian, Native Hawaiian. Excuse me, I'm sorry, you guys. Native Hawaiians and Pacific Islanders. We share that with the Jewish Heritage Month, and with Haitian Heritage Month. May was chosen because May 2004 celebration of the 350th anniversary of the American Jewish community, dating from a settlement of Jewish refugees from Brazil in New Amsterdam in 1654. So when I say a lot of Jewish people were they were spread out everywhere, because I know it's different nationalities in New York City, and they have a huge community in Brooklyn, well, in New York period, but in Brooklyn, and even where the more prominent of African Americans and everything, the Jewish community still stood out and stuck together and lived together. And the synagogues, is it synagogues? Yes. So they were spread out throughout this world. Like they're like us, like people, period. Like, because around the Holocaust time, I know they used to get shipped and take trains, and sometimes it could be trains to go to these death camps or whatnot, or it could be they're sending them off to other places. And what's that sound like? What African Americans had to go through, and our ancestors had to go through, and in those times in the 1800s and 19 in the early eight. Well, maybe I'm gonna say. Well, it said 1654, so in the early 1600s, maybe 17 and 1800s. So they also have went through as well. I'm sorry, my daughter's texting me, but yeah. So and then with the Haitian Heritage Month, this is also recognized in this month of May. Sorry. Okay, so I did research some stuff, and so it's saying that Haiti, because Haitian, because if you're a person from Haiti, we call you Haitian. And Haitian are main, they were, because each island was owned by, I think I've said this before, they were owned by different um countries. Like, some part of the Caribbean was um, owned by Queen Elizabeth, the British. Some were owned by the French. I don't know their queen or king or whatever. And then you have also like Denmark was owned, and like Trinidad was owned by Spain. So it's a lot. So Minister Ginger, when I say when I know something, I look it up or I ask, especially if I feel like that vital information that someone gave me, I will go behind them and look it up to make sure. Because I always tell my kids, don't take, don't. I mean, not saying anybody that you talk to is wrong, but don't believe everything, or do your own research. Do your own research so you will know for a fact that it's true. And if you feel as though it's not, dig even deeper and get in depth with your research of your information. Not saying that you're nosy, but it's very good that you're to be informative about things and stuff. Because especially like that's how I know about cars, just everything. Like if I want to know something, I'm gonna ask. You're gonna get a question out of me, and then you know how everyone. I was like, any more questions? Oh no, Minister Jinjin is always hand up. Yes, can I? Yeah, I always ask questions because my old boss said no question is a stupid question. So yeah, so that's how that is. So, but the Haitian Heritage Month is celebrated also in May, like I said, recognizing the rich history of vibrant culture. It said the vibrant culture, so it's a vibe. But remember, some years ago, I remember they were hit hard with the hurricane and everything. I remember they were doing like a relief and stuff. So, and lasting contributions of Haitian community. The month-long celebration celebrates the Haitian flag on May 18th, which already passed last week. I'm sorry, which honors the creation of country's first independent flag in get this 1803. That was a long time ago, 1800s. Local national celebrations are hosted across the U.S. Again, we're celebrating in the U.S. The month of May of Heritage, of different places Heritage Month for the culture in the United States. Um, in New York, they have parades. Different. I'm pretty sure different cities or states have like parades to recognize these different um, heritages, like the Native Hawaiian and the Pacific Islander. Again, remember DC does a festival down on the mall about a Smithsonian. Miami has one in which Miami even has a place I've never been before because I only went to Miami to board on a boat. But they have a place called Little Haiti. So I'm pretty sure it's a lot of history there and exhibits. I see it on like Facebook and stuff that they have like artwork and stuff on the walls and stuff like that. Um and also the food. That's the best part, right? Because I'm sure when you go to these festivals and these parades, they have people cooking the food from their countries, and oh, probably so good and yummy, so good and yummy. But I have yet to try because I've seen on also on social media, uh, Haitian spaghetti is the way they make a spaghetti. But it looked like the same way I make it, but who knows how. So I have to further research the recipe for that. Um, So that's that. So I wanted to come forth to you on the last Wednesday of May with these different heritages that to be recognized and aware and to celebrate for what their ancestors have gone through and where they are now. And again, we're celebrating Asian Americans, people from Asian countries like Japan, China, Asia, what other Asian countries? Thailand. So, but what I wonder would Thailand fall under the island Pacific though? Same as the Philippines. We're celebrating Native Hawaiian American Heritage Month, and Pacific Islander Jewish American Heritage Month, and lastly but not least, Haitian American Heritage Month. And I wanted to come forth to you tonight to present this and inform you guys and the history on it in the years and my intake. You know, always Minister Ginger always rants, and just blah 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 blah. I know y'all like, what is she? But I just give my opinion and just want to know yours. So I hope I was very informative tonight. So next week is a new month. So you got to look forward to what I'm coming for next because we winding down on my anniversary, which is in August. So big things, big things. So I hope I was very informative to you guys. And I love y'all and y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. And see you later. Love you.